Hola! Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yes, Teacher Sheila is back, live and alive. By the way, thank you so much for your support. Every day I always say thank you because without your support, I won't be here today. Okay, so continue supporting Teacher Sheila's page. And at the same time, um, please share. Okay, please share the videos, the IMs. Now, when you share, just click share and then go share to your friends, to your loved ones, especially those who really need. Okay, those with children that are still young and need to learn how to read, how to write, things like those. Okay. So today, by the way, I'm going to continue my talk about classroom management. The last time we had classroom management, I was stopped by a student who came in already. So, as teachers, we need to prioritize things. So I need to go with my students. Okay, so right now I don't have any students yet. That's why I'm here. Okay, so let's continue discussing with our classroom management. So, classroom management is really, really very essential, very important for us teachers. Because without it, I don't know what's going to happen to the classroom, to the children, to you as well, to us as teachers. Okay? So, classroom management will help each one of us, the students, and likewise the teacher itself. Because when we manage our class very good, very well, there will be a smooth teaching learning process, and we teachers will not suffer. Also, will not suffer from frustrations, from anxiety. Our voice, our beauty. Okay, all right. So another classroom management is what I do is the passing of papers. Okay, the passing of papers can be taught to the children. Say for the little ones, I usually do it around second month, third month of the school year already, because these little ones, if you're going to teach them the first month or the orientation, they couldn't get it because they have to learn more on following instructions. So you need to have a lot of activities for following instruction. So I usually teach them later part. Okay, and then that will be consistent, because as I said and we said before, that learning a habit should be consistently done. Okay, so passing of papers, it can be from the back to the front, or whichever way you want the students to learn, or from side to side to the center. It's going to be easy for them if there would be consistency. No? Okay, now another is the cleaning of the classroom. I am very particular of it because children are children. But then if you're going to instill in them the cleanliness of the classroom, it's going to be, they're going to bring that home. Whatever they learn from you will be brought home. So again, the cleanliness of the classroom. So before we start our lesson, I told them to look around for pieces of papers. If they're not seen any piece of papers, then they have to look under the chair if they had placed their books, the notebooks properly, or the pencils, crayons properly, things like those. And then they're going to count how many notebooks do they have, or if they lack a book, something like that. So that's one cleanliness thing. Another is at the start of the year, I already orient them that whenever they're eating their snacks, okay, snacks time, if possible, their parents should already take the wrappers and put the food already in a container, in a Tupperware, something like that. But if not, it's okay. However, they need to bring home the wrapper, or the biscuit wrapper, or the peels, banana peels. They have to bring it home. They're not supposed to throw it here in the trash bin. Why? Because that's theirs. I am telling them, because that's yours. That's your trash. So where did it came from? It came from you. So you need to bring it home. You need to bring it back. Okay? So that's why our janitor, proudly to say, will come inside my room, and then he will say, "Teacher, I don't have anything to clean." I said, it's okay, because we really do this for you. So he slapped. Our janitor is so happy. That's also helping, no? Helping our helpers here in school. Okay. And then being aware of the trash, because when they work on something, say for example, piece of paper, I told them, be sure you have really worked on that, because piece of paper is so expensive nowadays, and we need a lot of trees to just have that piece of paper or notebook or book, because that came from trees. And we have stories about trees, how it came from. Piece of paper came from trees. How come? Okay, so we always we do have that story, and then they finally realize that, oh, this piece of paper is really very important. So I won't be I will only use this piece of paper if I have to. But again, consistently reminding them, because they often forget. But children are very responsive. Okay? And then number 3, oh, by the way, this number 3 that I'm going to tell you is supposedly number 1, because it has something to do with building relationship among us, among children and their teacher. Why? Because when you build relationship to the kids, everything will go on smoothly. The respect is there, the love is there, and there's a saying that when there is love, of course teaching will be smooth, and a teacher who loves teaching, well, the learners will love you also. The learners will love learning. Oh yes. So this is the first one. Actually, it's the first. It's the first. There should be a relationship between a teacher and a student. You're going to ask, oh yeah, it's a relationship already, teacher student. Yes, but there's more on that. You need to understand your students. They need to they can feel, actually the children can feel whether they are being loved by their teacher, or it's not, the teacher is not giving them importance, and things like those. So they can feel, they can see, and they are aware of it. The only thing, some of them couldn't verbalize what they are feeling inside. Okay, so give them opportunity to talk, to learn more. Teaching, learning, learning inside the classroom should be inclusive. Everybody should be given a chance. If there is somebody who's, not everybody is the same. Remember the style, no, the learning styles. So whenever that will happen, of course there's one or two in your class, you need to give extra time for them. And take note, my dear, always give, if possible, positive feedback. Positive feedback is very important. Now, if you cannot see any positive, for example, you need to you need to look for a positive thing in that child, because remember, even how negative we are, even how, say, bad a person is, there's a positive, or there's a good aspect in that person, even how bad that person might be. So let's look for that sparkle. Let's look for that white thing. Let's look for that positive thing in a child. So positive feedback. You can either tell the child, you're so good. I love the way you write. However, okay, you're going to. However, you need to do more practice. But I like this. Or, all right, we are going to. I can hear already the sound of the letters. However, but remember, we need more practice so that we can go to the next letter, the next letter. Okay, so those are some little positive feedback. Also, if you give positive feedback to your students, give positive feedback to their parents so that the parents will also love you. Don't just call the parents, or don't just write in the notebook of the kids that your son, your daughter is this and that. All negative reports. No, no. If possible, there should be positive feedback, and from there you're going to tell the parents. However, Mrs. So and so, she or he needs to. So there is a saying that kiss before you kick. Kiss before you kick. All right. So positive first before the negative. But if possible, if you can see all the positive, then go with that. Yes. Okay, positive first, huh? All right. Okay, so what else? Yeah, positive feedback, and then what's this? I wrote something here because I might forget. Yeah, you need to celebrate your students' work, just like what I'm doing here. Um, Oftentimes, I record them. They're reading, they're writing. I record them, and I really appreciate them. No, I show I show them that you know they're very good. However, you need to do this more. Oftentimes, you need to practice more. Okay, so we need to celebrate. We put some of the best work there, and then during break time they can go over there and, oh, this is my work, and then they celebrate. Oh, that's a nice work. That's a good work. Oh, this is mine. Okay. So celebrate, give award. I had it here. I already posted the awards in English and also in Filipino. So feel free to download it, and then you can print it out and give it to your kids. Okay, all right, all right. What else? I asked the students to share. I asked them to share their stories. Just like, I think you had scroll here already, and you see a lot of my students sharing about what they have done, about the stories about their drawing, and then they have some sort of story making. So oftentimes I do that because I want my students to express themselves. When the students know how to express themselves, when they grow up, they also do the same thing. And at the same time, also, they will learn to communicate well, clearly, with others. And the value, I'm always up to the value of the kid. When they give me, or when they say stories about what they have done, about the work that they're doing, the values continuously is being shared as well. Okay, so some of my students, I learn a lot from them, actually. I learn a lot from them because when they tell stories, it's not like us and adults, because we still think of what story will I give. No, they are spontaneous. So from there, I know already. Oh, so this is the value of the child. Okay, so values are caught. Okay, so I think that's all, and more class management. This is part 2, and then I'm going to give you the part 3 of class management. Okay. Hmm. Bye for now. See you later.